Well, we don't know what President Trump is saying. We don't know what JD Vance is saying. And of course, we don't know what the Iranians are saying. If Iranians are saying yes, the Americans are saying no. And if the Americans are saying yes, the Iranians are saying no. The Iran-Israel-US war is kind of going in circles. After what was touted to be a memorandum of understanding, it's turning out to be a memorandum of misunderstanding. After the first round of talks that were held in Switzerland with all the 4 parties present, United States, Iran, Qatar, and Pakistan. We don't know what was discussed because there are different versions coming out from different people. JD Vance says, okay, the uranium deal is done. We're going to have inspectors hitting the ground in Iran, going wherever they want. The Iranians are saying, no way. We haven't discussed the specifics yet. Then came the Strait of Hormuz. Of course, the Iranians say it's closed. The Americans saying nothing doing. And President Trump even made an audacious claim that America will take over the Strait of Hormuz, run a toll, and collect 20% of the oil revenues because America is the guardian angel of the Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. Remember, this is the same America which said that there should be no tolls charged in the Strait of Hormuz. Then there is a compensation factor. Various figures being bandied out. Some say 2 billion, some say 26 billion, some say 300 billion. Different parts of it. The first part, of course, is the compensation, or rather the unfreezing of the accounts that were held in different banks across the world when Iran were blacklisted. Now Iran wants that money back. America is saying, no way, we will not give you the money back direct. We will put it in an escrow account and we will then buy corn, wheat and soya from the American farmers. Iran says, sorry, we never asked for those products. And the worst part is, even if President Trump assumes that those products are bought and sent to Iran, we see this Iranian government, the Revolutionary Guards, they will sell these products to the Iranian citizens and make money out of it. The same thing, isn't it, Mr. Trump? Simple as that. Instead of getting money from you directly, they're getting it from the Iranian citizens. And of course, they will then send it to Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis, everybody. And that's what is happening. And then, of course, then there's the Iranian oil, which is now freely flowing across the world. And they're making huge amounts of money from that. Where is the restriction on supporting of terrorists? Where is the restriction on uranium? Where is the claim that Iran will not have any more missiles that was earlier said during the war? All that is gone now. Now, President Trump has literally turned 180 degrees and said, let Iran do what it wants, because if Saudi Arabia can have missiles, if Qatar can have missiles, no, why not Iran? There's no more of uranium going out of the country and being taken out and being destroyed. Nothing doing. Iranians said it stays there. We may dilute it, or we may not even do that. We will keep it at that. At this rate, the JCPOA of President Obama looks wonderful. I mean, this is kind of a hash of a job that President Trump is doing. And poor JD Vance is being pushed into it, even though he was not the original architect of this. He was against the war. Today, he is forced to defend it. And then there's the big stuff. The $300 billion reconstruction project. Imagine Israel and US bomb Iran, destroy everything they have, okay, from bridges to buildings to everything. And then Iran says, all the Gulf neighbors will get together and help them rebuild it. Oh, imagine. I'm sure Pakistan must be now kind of imagining and telling President Trump, why don't you just bomb us? We'll also get $300 billion. This is a joke. President Trump, of course, says nothing is going from the pockets of the American citizens. Of course. But how come you're allowing the other Gulf nations to kind of fund this crazy project of Iran? This, ladies and gentlemen, is what is happening today. This MOU will definitely end up as a disaster. There's no doubt about it. There'll be no agreement in 60 days. They will push it further. Because remember, the JCPOA took over 2 years to negotiate. 169 pages of it. And here we have a 1.5 page document which doesn't talk about the Hezbollah, Houthis or Hamas. It doesn't talk about the missiles that were being fired at Iran and at Israel and other neighbors by Iran. And of course, it doesn't even talk about the drones. Nothing. It is literally gifted to Iran by the United States of America. President Trump desperately wanted to get off this war, and he did, but with what consequences? We all know the world will suffer in the years to come. But the good thing is, the Israelis say they have nothing to do with this. You signed the MOU, we have nothing to do with, they told the US. And of course, they're talking to Lebanon, not talking to Hezbollah. And that is going to be the story. Because Israel will ensure that this MOU will never become an agreement. And they've done it before. And for a very obvious reason, because their own safety that is at stake. They cannot let Iran run riot again. President Trump may want to get out, but Israel doesn't want to get out. They want to finish the job that they started on the 28th of February. And they will do it. Netanyahu or whoever will come after him in this election that are coming up, they will finish it for sure. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.